Hey YouTube, another quick test. As I mentioned yesterday, the kickass was drawing in the mid 400 watts, taking its toll on the Bluetti AC180. And what I've done is I've rigged up an expansion battery. Now this is not designed for the Bluetti, this has another purpose. It's a 120 amp lithium iron phosphate in a battery box that's going to do something else in the garage. It's going to run a camping fridge as a freezer in the motorhome. But anyway, just to show you that an expansion battery, hopefully, I've got a part 2 to this video coming up soon, that hopefully it'll feed it some power and allow the Bluetti to continue running and not deplete so quickly. Let's see if I can focus. There we go, it's 99. It's taking some power, so we're going to turn it on. So we have power on, it's on air conditioning, it's on low fan and 22 degrees. So here we go, it's ramping up. It's saying 99%, and it's only drawing 18 watts, which is unusual. It should be drawing more. It'll kick in a minute. Maybe the compressor hasn't sparked up. I've got a small jerry can for the condensation, but yeah, I've got a little step-up converter that I'm going to try in this joint here, where the ring terminals meet the SAE connector, and the SAE connector goes to the 8mm input to charge. But yeah, at this point, it appears the battery is putting more into the Bluetti than the air pump is taking, which is unusual. But I guess the compressor will kick in a minute and it'll be a different story. We'll just wait and see. There we go. I didn't have the battery on. Good on me. So here we go. The battery box is at 13.5. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. But yeah, 13.5. Here we go. The compressor has kicked in. It's now drawing 442. And it's saying 98. Where's that 0.98? Don't know. We'll see how quickly this Bluetti goes down. And then we're going to try, as I said, the step-up converter, which will convert 12 volts into 24 volts, which the Bluetti is quite happy receiving. Just wake up the display again. It's blowing up nice, cool air. Still set at 22, still set at low fan, and still set at aircon. Now this is really struggling to focus. It's not dropping from 99% for now. It's still drawing in the mid 400s. We'll see once this drops to say 98%, because it's taking more power than the battery can provide. We'll have a look. The battery box is still at 13.5. And it's holding on. So an expansion battery doesn't have to be an expensive $1,200 Bluetti job. As long as it's the same chemistry, which is lithium iron phosphate, a couple of ring terminals, some decent gauge wire, and a connector of some sort, and you find the 8mm DC input. And it tells you there that it's 12 to 40 volts and 10 amps. So you can take a fair bit of power. Still holding on at 99%. And still blowing nice cool air. So anyway, I'll monitor it for a minute and then we'll do a second video with the step-up converter connected. So cheers for now. So I'm just letting the AC run, still at aircon 22, low fan 22 aircon. I'm letting the Bluetti take a bit of a hit. It's now down to 91%, taking 460, 470 watts, nothing coming in. But through the battery, I now have got the buck converter. Now I've insulated the crap out of it because it does get warm, and you don't want to have this up against a flammable surface or on a hot day, something that could be affected by heat, because they do get quite warm, even though it's got some nice fins on it. It has got mounting screws, but I don't know if I would fit it to a wall in a motorhome, maybe with a PC fan behind it or something to run a bit of cold air. So then this, of course, the 8mm will go into the Bluetti, and we'll see what sort of an input we get. It's down to 90, so any minute now I'll fire it up, turn the battery box on, run it through the buck converter or the step-up converter. This turns 12 volts to 24 volts, and the Bluetti is quite happy to take 24 volts, and we shall see how we go. Okay, here we go for video 2. We're going to fire up the aircon again. So still low fan, 22 air conditioning. It's pulling 460 thereabouts, but even in the off position, the battery is off at the moment, it's already taking in 180. So we're going to turn this guy on, and now we'll see if it increases. Still at 186 input, 470 out. Battery status. Maybe the step-up converter hasn't started working. The battery has gone down to 13.4, which is not too bad. Still at 186 input and 81% state of charge, 470 coming out. So in the case you don't have solar, I guess, having an expansion battery in a battery box or without it, you can just put the ring terminal straight onto the battery. Having some cabling, the correct cabling, getting your polarity right, make sure you don't mess that up. You can feed, in this case I'm feeding 186, there we go, 186 watts. It's taking 470 out and should prolong the life of running this bad boy a little bit longer. So there's an option for you. I don't know if that input is going to change. It still seems to be stuck at 186 watts, 86 watts, but hey, that's not bad going. The little step converter is there, and the battery's at 13.4. So anyway, I hope that explains how you can expand the capacity of the Bluetti, I guess safely, because it's just a battery with some terminals. As long as nothing gets hot and you've got your polarity right, you should be good to go. And as I'm saying, in a small motorhome, well insulated, maybe I can close off a couple of bunks or a couple of areas and just have this bad boy running. The beauty of it is it sucks air, it spits out the cold air from the top. I haven't got the ducting for the back, but it expels the hot air out the back, and it's got some filters that you can clean. You do have to drain it. And yeah, I think happy days. Cheers for now. So here's the difference with the connection without the step converter, the step-up converter. We are getting 97 watts. The aircon is still drawing 460. It's now 88, so it's going to struggle, but it's going to deplete at a slower rate. The step converter did get quite warm, and the cable got a little bit warm, so you heads up, you have to be careful. I'm not an electrician. This is just my own little project. I don't advise anyone do this, but there are ways around supplementing the power to a power station without costing big bucks. Alright, thank you for watching.